My beloved child, the quiet action you have just taken has opened the way for a powerful movement. Because that seemingly small choice was born from sincere faith and obedience that needed no human witness. I want you to understand that great things do not always begin with a thunderous sound or signs that attract everyone's attention. Sometimes, everything begins with one deeply private decision. You choose to continue instead of giving up. Speak kindly instead of responding in anger. Take one more step even though your heart is weary. Or keep believing while your circumstances provide no evidence at all. The world may consider such things ordinary, but I saw the weight of that choice. I know how many doubts you had to overcome before making it, what fears you had to face, and how easily you could have returned to your former path. Yet you did not. That faithfulness in a moment no one witnessed has created a turning point you cannot yet fully see. I am Michael, and I am near to remind you that not one righteous action of yours has been forgotten. Many times, you believed your efforts were too small. Your silent prayers were not powerful enough. Or the kindness you offered simply disappeared without leaving a trace. But you do not realize that every pure choice is like a seed placed in hidden soil. At first, you see nothing except silent ground. You may think the seed no longer exists. Yet, beneath the surface, its shell is breaking. Roots are searching for a path, and life is quietly forming. What you have just done is the same. It does not need applause to possess value, nor the approval of a crowd to become right. Its power lies in the fact that you acted from faith even without knowing what the outcome would be. There were moments when you stood before two roads. One was easier but required you to betray your good values, while the other was more difficult yet preserved your inward peace. You chose the harder road. There were times when you had every right to answer the person who wounded you, yet you decided not to let bitterness control your words. Sometimes you wanted to close your heart completely because disappointment had become too great. But you still offered another person the opportunity to be treated with compassion. Those choices did not make you weak. They showed that you had become strong enough not to turn yourself into a reflection of the things that once caused you pain. The miracle being opened is not a reward for perfection, because I know you have also experienced confusion, impatience, and days of exhaustion. It is connected to your willingness, though unfinished. You continued choosing to return to the light and move forward. After that action, you may have felt a sense of relief that was difficult to explain. Your outward circumstances had not yet changed, and the old questions may still have remained. Yet a different kind of peace appeared within you. That was not your imagination. It came when you stopped struggling against what was beyond your control and began agreeing with the direction that was right. You laid down a burden you no longer needed to carry, and the space it left behind became a place where clarity could begin to enter. Do not dismiss that peace merely because visible results have not yet appeared. Many important changes begin within before external circumstances have time to reflect them. A door may already have opened. A connection may be being rearranged, or an opportunity may slowly be finding its way toward you. But the first thing you received was the stability that prevents fear from causing you to sabotage the process. I do not want you to use these words as a reason to remain passive while waiting for something extraordinary to fall into your hands. A miracle does not remove your responsibility. It often meets you while you are being faithful with the small work presently before you. Continue caring for what has been entrusted to you. Continue keeping your word. Continue doing what is right when no one is supervising you. And continue cultivating habits that make you steady. What is coming requires someone mature enough to preserve it. If it is a new opportunity, you will need discipline to enter it. If it is restoration within a relationship, you will need humility and honest communication. If it is a financial change, you will need wisdom to manage it. If it is healing, you will need courage not to return to the patterns that wounded you. Therefore, see today's preparation as part of tomorrow's gift. You have planted more seeds than you realize. The encouragement you gave to someone in despair. The patience you preserved while being misunderstood. The way you refused to use an opportunity for revenge. And the time you chose forgiveness while still hurting are all creating a new current within your life. Forgiveness does not mean that wrongdoing never occurred. Nor does it mean that you must return to the place that wounded you. It means you refuse to let the past continue determining the future. When you release bitterness, your hands become free to receive something new. When you stop trying to prove yourself to those who do not want to understand, your strength is returned to your true purpose. When you stop measuring your worth by the way others treat you, you begin living in a clarity no slander can obscure. I know you once felt forgotten. You watched others receive what they had prayed for, while you continued waiting before doors that had not opened. You wondered whether the delay meant that you were unworthy. But many things were withheld not because you had been rejected, but because the time had not fully matured. Some gifts arriving too soon would become burdens. Some doors opening before you were steady enough would cause you to enter through fear and lose yourself. I was not denying you something good. I was deepening the foundation so that when it appeared, it would not collapse beneath pressure, human opinion, or lack of preparation. Waiting taught you not to depend entirely upon temporary emotions, and your recent action has shown that you are beginning to choose from maturity rather than panic. What is opening may not resemble what you first imagined. You may have hoped for one particular door and instead be guided toward a much wider path. You may have been waiting for another person to change, while the miracle is your release from the need for their approval. You may have prayed for circumstances to become easier, while the gift is the strength to walk through them without fear. Do not limit the answer to one form. Some miracles change what surrounds you, while others transform the way you see. Choose and remain standing when your inner world is renewed. The doors that once led you astray will no longer appear attractive, while healthy opportunities you previously overlooked will become clearer. Remain humble when encouraging signs begin to appear. Do not rush to announce everything, and do not allow excitement to make you act without careful thought. What has only begun to grow needs protection from noise, doubt, and advice from people who do not understand your journey. You do not need to live secretly because of fear, but recognize that privacy can sometimes become a cradle in which something new develops enough strength to mature. Share only with those who have demonstrated wisdom, sincerity, and no desire to control your choices. Blessing must be accompanied by discernment. Otherwise, what was given to bring peace can become pressure through unnecessary interference. My beloved child, the most important thing at this moment is not to guess when the miracle will arrive or what form it will take. What matters is that you continue living according to the light that guided you to take the action you have just taken. Keep your heart tender, but do not abandon your boundaries. Trust, but do not become passive. Hope, while still completing today's work faithfully. I saw you when no one else did, heard the words you only dared to whisper, and knew the value of victories for which no one applauded. Nothing good has been wasted. What you planted through tears, patience, and faith is beginning to find its way back to you in a better form. Continue walking in peace, because the change began the moment you chose what was right without knowing what would happen next. When the result appears, you will understand that the miracle did not begin on the day the door opened. It began on the day you quietly chose faith instead of surrender. What is about to enter your life will not erase the past, but it will shine a new light upon those years so that you can understand why you had to pass through every turning point, pain, and season of waiting. I do not remove the marks that helped form the person you are today, because certain wounds, once healed, become places from which wisdom speaks. There are memories that once caused your throat to tighten, but they will no longer possess the power to make you tremble. When you look back, you will not see only what you lost. You will also recognize what was formed within you: endurance, compassion, discernment, and a steadiness that favorable days could never have taught. The coming transition does not deny the former story. It will give that story a different ending, where tears are no longer evidence of failure, but testimony that you passed through darkness while still preserving the light. What I am leading toward you will not invade your life through chaos or force. It will blend into your present rhythm so naturally that at first you may notice it only through very small changes. A conversation arriving at the right time will open a new direction of thought. An opportunity that appears ordinary may lead you to a place you never dared to imagine. Or someone may appear with a sincerity that causes you to feel safe instead of defensive. Everything will feel familiar, yet still carry something remarkable. Like a path that had always existed, but only now has enough light for you to see it. This change will not require you to abandon yourself. It will raise the good qualities within you into a deeper level of maturity. It will not pull you away from your foundation, but will expand the space in which you can live fully according to what I planted within you long ago. You will recognize what is genuine not only through outward excitement, but through quiet peace settling deep within you. What is right will not cause you to run in panic, keep you awake because you are constantly wondering where you stand, or require you to betray your principles in order to keep it. There may still be lessons to learn and responsibilities that call you beyond what is familiar. But even in the challenge, you will feel a profound sense of rightness. That peace will not come because you already know every outcome, but because you understand that you are moving in the right direction. Fear may raise many questions, and doubt may repeat former disappointments. Yet, within you there will be a steady recognition that this time you are not repeating the past. I do not lead you through pressure. I lead you through clarity, confirmed by time, action, and good fruit. As the new door begins to open, the first change you notice may not appear in your circumstances, but in the way you view life. Things that once caused you immediately to expect failure will no longer control your thoughts so easily. When an obstacle appears, instead of asking why everything is always against you, you will begin searching for the lesson, the opportunity, and another path forward. Where you once saw only a wall, you will recognize a hidden door. Where you once believed you had no choice, you will see that wisdom always reveals more possibilities than fear permits you to notice. This is not blind optimism. It is the result of a mind being healed from the habit of always expecting the worst. I am teaching you to view the present through the light of hope, instead of seeing everything through the shadow of what once caused pain. That inner transformation is no less valuable than any visible blessing you may receive. If circumstances change while fear still governs you within, you will be unable to enjoy the good that has arrived. If the door opens while you still believe you are unworthy, you may close the opportunity with your own hands simply because it is so different from what you have known. Therefore, before expanding what surrounds you, I am expanding your capacity to receive. I am quieting the thoughts that constantly condemn you, replacing insecurity with gentle confidence, and helping you stop distrusting every gift merely because you were disappointed in the past. You are learning to receive without feeling guilty, to rise without apologizing for your growth, and to rejoice without fearing that joy will immediately be taken away. This is the foundation that will allow what is coming to remain. You do not need to force this process. Do not dig up the seed every day merely to check whether it has begun growing, because impatience can damage what is quietly taking shape. What belongs to you will not become lost simply because you cannot see it today. The right time is not only the moment when an opportunity is ready, but also the moment when you have matured enough to preserve it wisely. I see farther than the present moment. Understand consequences you cannot yet predict, and know what must happen before a door can open fully. Therefore, continue performing the work presently before you. Care for small things. Keep your promises. Complete your responsibilities. And allow your heart to rest. Slowness is not evidence that you were forgotten. Sometimes it is protection so that the blessing can arrive without carrying burdens you are not yet ready to bear. Your role in this season is not to control every outcome, but to keep your heart open, remain grounded in faith, and receive each step with gratitude. Openness does not mean lacking discernment, nor does it require accepting everything that appears before you. It means refusing to allow the past to make you reject every new possibility. Observe wisely, but do not build walls only because you fear being wounded. Ask questions when necessary and move slowly when things are unclear. But do not allow fear to disguise itself as caution and keep you forever in the old place. When something good arrives, receive it humbly, not as evidence that you are above anyone else, but as an opportunity to live responsibly, love deeply, and pass on the goodness you have received. You may already have begun noticing signs of this transformation. Situations that once easily made you tense no longer cause the same intense reaction. You are learning to pause before speaking. Rest instead of driving yourself toward exhaustion. And understand that one difficult day does not mean your entire future has collapsed. The thoughts within you are becoming gentler and no longer continually search for reasons to condemn you, even without every answer. You can feel a small but persistent hope growing. Do not underestimate this. It is evidence that healing has begun to touch the way you see yourself and the world. You are no longer only hoping for your circumstances to change. You are becoming someone who can move through every circumstance with greater calm and wisdom. The new light entering your mind does not arrive with a great sound. It gently replaces layer after layer of confusion with clarity, loosens negative assumptions, and helps you understand that you do not need to see the whole road before taking the next step. Fear once said that you would fail, but quiet confidence now reminds you that you have already overcome things more difficult than this. Fear once told you that every delay meant rejection. But wisdom is teaching you that some seasons of waiting are places of protection. Fear once instructed you to hold everything tightly, while peace is teaching you to release what does not belong to you, so that your hands are open enough to receive what is right. This is not a temporary change. You are being rebuilt from within. Therefore, my beloved child, trust the process taking place, even though you cannot yet see the full form of the blessing. The changes in your thinking, your new calmness, and the hope beginning to grow are the first rays of a greater dawn. The outward change will come at the proper time. But before it appears, I want you to recognize that the miracle has already begun within you. You are learning to look at the past without being held captive by it, at the present without confusion, and at the future without needing to control it. When what I am preparing is fully revealed, you will not rejoice only because circumstances have changed. You will recognize that you have also become a new person, steady enough to preserve what is good, humble enough to value it, and discerning enough to allow the blessing to take root, grow, and continue producing beautiful seasons throughout your journey. You are entering a different season, where doors you once believed had closed forever may begin opening in gentle yet powerful ways. I know there were times when you stood for a long while before silent pathways, carrying prayers within your heart without receiving any clear sign. You wondered whether you had missed the right time, whether the opportunity once meant for you had passed, or whether good things belonged only to others. But my beloved, delay is not always rejection. Some doors must remain closed until you possess enough inward calm to walk through without being led by fear, hostility, or the need to prove yourself. Now, what was quietly prepared is beginning to move, not to overwhelm you, but to bring healing, freedom, and the stability for which you have longed through many seasons. Do not allow doubt to make your heart smaller as something new approaches. After so many disappointments, you may have developed the habit of distrusting every piece of good news, telling yourself not to hope so that you will not be hurt again. I understand why you became cautious, but I do not want caution to become a wall, preventing you from receiving what is good. Remain alert, but also allow yourself to believe that life can move in a better direction. Not every season is the same, and what happened before does not have the authority to determine your entire future. I am arranging every detail with wisdom you cannot yet fully see, so that what appears will not merely meet an immediate need, but will also help establish a lasting foundation for the years ahead. I also want you to remember that no outward action can purchase or activate heaven's care. You do not need to prove faith by clicking a button, posting a comment, or performing any public gesture. What I see is your sincere heart, the way you live when no one is watching, and your faithfulness in small daily responsibilities. If you choose to share an encouraging message or express agreement, do so freely and joyfully, not because you fear losing a blessing. Grace is not exchanged through anxiety. What is intended for you will not be taken away because you failed to perform a ritual created by people. Let your faith be expressed through gratitude, integrity, generosity, and the way you continue walking while the answer is still taking shape. Provision may reach you through ways you never predicted. It may come as money being returned, a new job, a partnership, a client arriving at the right time, or an idea you once dismissed suddenly becoming a valuable direction. It may also come not as money, but as someone helping you solve a problem, advice preventing a serious mistake, or a door that reduces the burden upon your family. Do not limit the answer to a single form. When you expect only one road, you may fail to notice the many others opening beside you. I want your eyes to remain clear so that you can recognize how care may arrive through ordinary things with such precision that you know you were never forgotten. I saw the seasons when you had to consider every expense and the days when you tried to remain calm while many responsibilities arrived at once. I know what it felt like to say no to legitimate needs simply because your resources did not allow them. And I remember the times when you smiled before others while inwardly worrying about tomorrow. Those experiences did not diminish your worth, nor did they prove that your faith was insufficient. They taught you the meaning of stability, how to value small things, and that genuine abundance is not found in displaying what you possess, but in living without being ruled by fear of lack. When new resources appear, I want you to receive them as a mature steward, not as someone rushing to compensate for every former loss in a single moment. What reaches you will be more than numbers in an account. It may become confirmation that your years of perseverance were not wasted, that prayers offered in darkness helped you remain on your path, and that patience is beginning to produce visible results. Yet be careful not to turn provision into the only measurement of my love. I loved you during the season when you possessed very little, and I will continue loving you when you receive more. Circumstances change, but your value does not rise and fall according to the money you possess. You do not need to become wealthy in order to be cared for. Nor does financial difficulty always mean that you have done something wrong. My love is revealed through presence, guidance, the strength to rise, and opportunities that help you rebuild your life step by step. During the coming days, you may begin noticing small signs. A call from someone you have not heard from for a long time may bring useful information. A simple introduction may connect you with the right person. An idea arising during a quiet moment may help you recognize resources that were already nearby, but that you did not know how to use. You may also receive assistance from an unexpected place. Receive these things gratefully, but do not immediately interpret every coincidence as a command to act. I want you to remain sensitive and wise. Verify information, consider risks, and do not allow excitement to lead you into an unclear financial promise. What is good is not afraid of careful examination, and a genuine opportunity does not need pressure to force you into a panicked decision. When additional resources arrive, arrange them according to the order of peace. First, care for urgent responsibilities. Address unresolved obligations, and create a margin of safety for unexpected situations. Then, consider investing in knowledge, skills, or work capable of creating lasting value. Do not immediately spend money to prove that your life has changed. A new season can be damaged if you carry former habits into it. I do not want you to experience abundance for one moment and then return to anxiety because of a lack of discipline. I want you to learn how to preserve, develop, and use what you receive to create lasting stability. Provision becomes most valuable when it creates order rather than additional confusion. Remember those who are quietly struggling as you once struggled. When you become more stable, your kindness can become a bridge for someone else. You do not need to announce every act of help or turn generosity into a means of receiving praise. A private gift can still bring warmth to a household. An employment opportunity can help someone recover dignity. Guidance offered at the right time can change the entire path of someone who feels trapped. Yet generosity also needs boundaries. You have not been called to solve every problem, carry every responsibility, or permit others to exploit your compassion. Give in peace, with clear purpose, and according to your actual ability. Therefore, enter this season with an open heart and a clear mind. Hope without illusion, trust without abandoning discernment, and give thanks without becoming proud. Do not rush to tell everyone about what is forming. Allow it to take root before placing it before too many eyes. The provision coming toward you is not intended to help you create an impressive image, but to heal insecurity, establish a foundation, and help you become a source of peace for others. As each small sign appears, acknowledge it with gratitude and continue completing the work already in your hands. You do not need to chase a miracle. Walk steadily in faithfulness, because sometimes the most extraordinary thing is watching doors that once remained motionless begin opening little by little, at the exact time when you have become mature enough to enter and preserve what is waiting on the other